Alright, welcome back to contracting, in which I attempt to contract, basically. I'll just get this into the right place. And I'm going to do all of this, the whole thing. This is baling contract, and we're going to do the whole lot on screen. We already mowed and raked. I have baled some last time, and I start to wrap some. We're now going to try and bale the rest of it. Now, a couple of things before we really get started, and before I actually start, we'll just show you, this is no version 2 of Maypole. This is no released. This is a release version. To the version I was using last time, I think a couple of fields have had their crops changed to grass. There's a whole massive grass area now. It doesn't concern me because I don't own any fields anyway. And the other thing is, if we come down to here, the sawmill is now, the indicator for that is now in the right place. That's biogas. Let's try and find it. Animal dealer. So it's in the right place. There we are. Look, there's the indicator for that. It now shows, we just visit. It now shows over the heap. This is where you tip the chips. Remember, there's no logs on here. You have to chip everything. Everything else is nearly the same. From version 1 there's a lot of changes, but not many from the version I was using, which was an earlier version 2, right? Should we get going? The other thing is, which I'll talk about as we go, you may notice I've got an extra little symbol. Reminds me I want to just switch the shuttle off on keyboard steer. I know that keyboard steer now works perfectly well with vehicle extension. Just that it overwrites very slightly, you know. We'll learn to drive one day. I doubt it somehow. So I can now use both together. So I now got this simple form of GPS, which is all I actually want. I'm not too worried about not the full one, but I now got the simple form which keyboard steer adds, and vehicle extension is being updated almost daily. This was correct about 3 days ago. It may well have been updated since, but there's now add more and more in there. In fact, I just noticed something. That's better. That's better. Because I was on the keyboard steer shuttle that wasn't displaying properly. Now it is, but we've got more information on the vehicle extension. You may notice we can now see the wear rate of every piece of equipment we're using as we use it, and it goes from 0, i.e. no wear, right up to 100. And that's if you look at the HUD on the bottom right hand side, that's the top left little black bit. The number in the centre there is keyboard steer showing the direction we're travelling. And I think we've done all this side. Yes, we have. Pick this bit up here. And a little of this here, which is about done the baling. Then we get on and wrap, and then we're going to collect. This lot was a couple of bits here we need to just clean up. Right. Carrying on through there, in the centre of the speedometer, you now got a rev counter and a temperature gauge. If you want to see more on this, I think Farmer Klein done a very, very good video on the vehicle extension. I hadn't updated for some time until I saw his video, and I would highly recommend Farmer Klein's how-to videos and his reviews and what have you. He does a very good job, which is because he does such a good job, it's why I don't bother. Now, if someone's doing as good a job as that, then he's the boy for me. You may know that he does map reviews, and he really goes into a map. Alright, anyway, carrying on here, on the right hand side, left hand side, I can't tell me left from me right. On the left hand side is it's a shuttle indicator, and the centre one is a brake. I hit and it brakes. and it's a persistent brake. I seem to recall it even holds through saves, which one of the ones on 17 didn't. One on 15 certainly did, but one of the ones on 17 didn't hold, which is always a bit of a pain. I prefer if you've got them in there, it stays. That means you have to make certain that everything's saved. And at the bottom, very bottom, on the right hand side, you've got your, just beside the R thing, got a little indicator that shows front wheel diff lock, 4-wheel drive and rear wheel diff lock, and that's all done on the keyboard. That's done on the extra set. The numeral pad key is 7, 8 and 9. I'll just push that to one side we can. There we are. I think we're done, haven't we? Well, I think that's good enough. Right, we'll just drop this off. I'm going to come up the cab to do it so I can actually see I got this right. There we lift, shut off, press Y, and we just move forward. That's it. Back in the cab. And right at the bottom is the weight. It's the tractor weight, then any implements you're carrying. We've got a bit more if we need it, but I'm going to find somewhere to park this where it'll be a little bit out of the way. Oh, I think we park it over here. As long as it's not in the way when we come to collect them. Well, it's not our gear, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that shows the weight, and it seems to work very well indeed. So it's adding more and more. It's getting more and more like upside down drive control. It's not quite there because you haven't got all the camera controls now. Just check this is right. Changes keyboard so unfold, so it should work. Now you do get so it shows you whether you're going forward or back, but it doesn't. Unlike drive control, as you press the shuttle, it doesn't change your view. It waits until you actually move. It's a bit disconcerting at first, but how it works, right? Yeah, it's got it. Right, we'll just wrap some of these up. What I may do, see how many we can wrap today. If we get 16 here, and what I think is 16 here, we may just take one load down to the bale barn or the sale point. Oh, and one thing, other thing was to change, but I think that's over one. I think it was already changed on the version I had. The tip trigger has been brought out a bit on the butt. I see it's got it on the bale tip point, so you can actually use the in-game bale equipment without having to go up there and pick them all up again. Take them off the trailer and put them on into the barn direct. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, hang on. I think we got 16 if I remember right. Where are we? Whoa. See if we can swing and get this. I don't get that one, I don't think. No. Whoa. You also get no sound effects as you change the shuttle, which is quite handy, especially for me. Being a bit of a fickle, I don't always know when we got it. I'm just going to take this out of here a bit. Whoa. Jackknife it, why don't you? Just wait for that to finish. This is a slowish process, but tell you what, it is certainly easier than using the bunkers. I haven't actually used the bunkers on 19 yet. I haven't done the maps I'm playing on, or the games I'm playing. That's required me to make a lot of silage yet. I haven't done much with animals. Oh, we missed it again, and we keep... We got We keep missing. I'm just going to have a proper count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bullocks. So we want another 5, and we'll just drop this off and bring in the bale trailer. I think it's the last piece of equipment we've got to bring in. Let's see if we can get one of these. Oh, this one should be fun. That one over there on the side. I think we've got to be a lot closer than we've been. Oh, possibly not quite that close. Oh, that one on its side, but it worked perfectly. Just try and level, line up with that next one. Yeah, so Roy has now got this. When he can tear himself away from a game he's playing, he will be getting on with the River Food to get the final version of that. I say final. No, I'm right. It won't be the final version. It'll be the final version up until a certain mod lands, seasons in fact, which is a little way away. Seeing some of the posts from the guys in their Slack channel, they're not quite yet there or anywhere near there yet. I think this is a bigger job than on 17, and I know how long it took them on 17. From the time I joined on the promotions team to when they got it out was quite a time gap. Oh. Then we'll do 2 more, then we'll go and pick up the bale trailer. Oh. I've actually just started the Maypole. At home. Oh, I say at home. Oh, I hit the wrong key. It's my own playthrough in which I'm trying to play this with a ready-made farm on hard, money-wise, but I'm not going to do any contracts. Well, that's quite fun. I'm doing enough contracts on this and my off-screen River Food to keep me more than happy with contracts. The one contract you won't get on these, I believe, is transport, because especially on this one, there's no real place to transport to and from. I'll just do these 2 here. I'll try and do these 2 here. I think we're getting the hang of this now. Now, I was really tempted fate there, because I said that as I was coming up to it. Confidence of a youth, you see. A mere youth, right. Oh, I haven't got that one right, have I? So we're going to be miles away this one. Can we just push that in? Yes, we can. Right, we'll wrap this one, and I'll just drop the wrapper off the side and go and pick up the bale trail, and we do 1 load of bales. There's one thing with this contract here. This is a perfect place for a bale contract. We're right on top of where all the equipment is, and we're also not that far from where it's going to be tipped off or sold to. Oh, not that again. Hold on, there's something I want to change in here. I think it's in this one. Reset. Turn that off, because that's. I think this is a. That's better. Now, because it's so it's taking me out of the vehicle every time. It's resetting it. I don't want it to reset. I want it to do as it is now. That if I get out, I go back in cab. Right, we drop this off. Yeah, no, we're going to find the bale trailer. That should be worth a laugh. And we pick up the bales which are ready. Hope I don't pick up too many of the others. That could be interesting. Also now having Mowgli's keyboards there, I know got the look as you turn, you can actually look to one side, which is, I quite like. I know several people don't like that. I do. I don't know how far away, say that. Redden said they're quite away from getting seasons out. I don't know how far away the courseplay team is there. I know they're beavering away. Courseplay is one of the things I really want, especially if we haven't got a full GPS mod. But because with GPS you have to remember that Upside Down did it as an answer to courseplay for people who didn't want everything done for them, that you had to stay with the tractor, which is why done the GPS mod as it was. Free to use, no cost involved, but you had to stay with your vehicle. Courseplay, because you know the beauty of that is that you can simulate having an employee. Let's come out a bit. I'm just going to cut that too sharp. Oh, we've done it. Yes, we got round just. Yeah, we ain't got. I was wondering whether I'd have to do what I'm going to do now, which is try and swing this round here so I can get a straight run at it. Well, I'm going to destroy someone's crops, I reckon. It's a bit tight to get around. No, it doesn't. That's alright. I know it doesn't destroy the crops of the field you're working on when you're doing a contract. It looks like it also doesn't destroy anybody else's crops. Alright, now we want to. I will come out a cab to do this. I know I've been doing most of this in cab, but this is one of those jobs I really do need to see what the hell I'm doing. Right away, crows. I really want to put a cruise up on this. Not right. I think that'd be quick enough. It could be too quick with them this close together, of course. Oh no, it's not too bad that one because it's not taking it up. No. Try to miss. Just take it off cruise and get these ones on the side here. Back on cruise again, and we're just. I want to back up. Try and get round that. That's. Will we? Yes, we will, right. I'm trying to miss the reason I'm out of cab is I don't want to hit the grass bales for obvious reasons. If we get those, it's going to mess us up no end. I'm glad to say this is big square bars we're doing, because 8 at a time can take a long time on a big field with the round bales and the round bale picker-upper. We've still got a lot of bales to go. I reckon we've got another load and a half here, but we get one in, and we will finish this off next time. I may wrap the rest of the bales off screen. I'll see how things set. Oh, that's got it, yeah. I'm enjoying playing. I'll just come up out here. Come off cruise. Come back on a cruise again, because I need to get this round. How many we got? 9. I hope we've wrapped enough. It'll be embarrassing if I haven't. At least the mods are starting to come now. Now, as anybody who's followed my channel knows, apart from food items, i.e. class combines, I'm not that worried about modded vehicles. I'm far more interested in the scripts, the stuff that adds things to it. I'm not that bothered about production stuff either, but it's things like courseplay, seasons, GPS, drive control, or in this now vehicle extension. Is it vehicle extension it's called? Yes, I think it's got the, I'm trying to think what Mowgli's called. I think it's AI extension. I should think you'll run that, you modders there, especially those who add scripts, must be running out of names for stuff. I don't know if there's going to be a game extension. And mind you, a lot of things that are in game extension that have actually been added in this time. Like the what game extension called Farmer's Touch, so you can actually see what's the crop that's in the field and what condition it's in. Giants have actually put a simpler version of that in. How many are we doing now? 2 more. Oh yeah, it looks a bit good. Got a bit right. 1 more we need. And we haven't picked up a single grass bales yet. Still time. Now we're going to have a look at where we tip this. And just hope that everything will go in the tip side okay, in the trigger. Because looking at it using the game consoles, it doesn't look like it's too far out from the road. We'll find out. Oh, that's it. I'll let that. I'll put it in transport. Get back in the cab. And Bob's your uncle. Now, like all of Roy's maps, this is tight. Now, he has his knack. I want to talk a bit about Roy now. He has a knack to make the map look bigger than it is. Riverview is a standard size map, but it looks far, far bigger. Maypole is actually a standard size area, but you only play on the centre bit, about half your normal. It's about half size map, you could say. But both seem big. Now Riverview, and on this, he's done that by not having much in the way of this stuff. Roads. Neither of his maps have much in the way of roads. It's mainly done on dirt track. You have a main road going in and out, but the rest of it's all done via dirt tracks. It's a brilliant idea. Because if you've got dirt tracks in, you don't need to put the same amount. Well, it doesn't take the same amount to put a dirt track in its place, and you don't put traffic on. Now, Roy doesn't put traffic on mainly because his roads are a little bit narrow. They're meant to be challenging, and believe me, they are. The same as all his maps now have climbable hedges and hedges around the majority of fields. Now, some people don't like that. I love it. I hate these open maps, but that's just me. I do like in Riverview 2, you've got, as you always had in Newbie, you've got some fields you could actually join together near the farm. So 8, 9, well, 7, 8, 9, 10 could all be joined together if you just would chop some trees down to make one, and it would be a massive field. Oh. Went in too early. That's it. You can do all these if you're skilled. Now I won't be able to do all these because I'm not skilled. I am just a poor boy. No, here we are. This is the. You can see where the tip tip trigger is. Now I'm gonna try and do it this way. I never tried to get in there yet, so bear with me. I'm not certain if that rope up there is collidable or not, and I've actually missed that completely, haven't I? Now, the other thing too about Maypole, there is no turn with it, but it doesn't need one. I don't believe anyway. It's a pure farming map. It's just for farming, nothing else. I'm going to come out and I want to try something. No. Let's see what happens if we start kicking up. Now will that... I reckon there'll be a collision on the rope, is that? That's hard to tell. No, it looks like there isn't. And I think we're just in the trigger. Let's find out. Yes, we are. Well, there is a collision on the rope. It's very tight, but it's doable. And we got 46, was it 43% on transport. Yeah. And my headphones are moving about. It's excitement. I'll see that. That's better. It's quietened it down a bit, so I just had to increase the volume. Oh, I will not learn, will I? Right. We're putting in both diff locks. We're pushing this back. I see what we hit. Well, let's decide. And we've just moved the wrong side, you fool. We may need to move right over this side. We may end up unhooking. Oh God, but see if we can hook it again. No, that's clever. Because we know we've got this. Let's have a look, see what we're doing here. The one problem is having the no collision camera on now. And if we do that, take that back. I think I'm going to have to move the to get in position and just see if we can give that a bit of a love tap and get back in the cab. We can see what we're doing here. Can't do it, but we can see what we're trying to do. Right. Come round here, in amongst the trees. Now, if we go back between these two trees and hit it. This is part, for me, believe it or not, this is part of the fun, getting yourself into muddles like this by not thinking. I didn't think. And with the amount of trees on here, you're going to hit one of them. Now hopefully we have cleared this enough now to get this out. Now we need to come hard over this way, get it past that tree, hard over this way and swing her now. And we should be out. We are brushing the hedge all the way. Now we can take the diff locks off again. And the four-wheel drive, by the way, if I clear, it's off, it's on rear-wheel drive only. If it's yellow, it's on four-wheel drive, and I'll keep it on four-wheel, as I believe most farmers do anyway, because it's simpler. Right, we get back, get hooked up again, and I'll start to wrap some more, and I'll wish you a fairly well. But this is the full version 2 of Maypole. And I must say that Roy has done a marvellous job in updating these. Now, Maypole, it started on 17, and he's released it on 17 first. For 19, it was always made to come out for 19. It was not originally a... now, how are we going to do this? This is going to be... I think we have to do the same again. We're going to have to go for the field. It should be just about possible if we time it dead right to actually swing in. Yes, it is possible. Let's see, you can do it, Amir, if you try. And I know you're very trying. Alright, we're going to drop this off. One of the things I'm looking forward to seeing is we get manual attach back for 19, because I think with the all the hoses and that now, it's going to be great. Alright, let's get going here again now. So we can get back into the swing of this. Doubt it. Have we got it? No. Yes. We'll back her up a bit. Right, anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, go on, subscribe. You know you really want to. It's only pride keeping you away. By the way, you notice I don't advertise anywhere. I don't make a big thing. I've got no Facebook presence at all anymore. I used to, but I'm afraid Facebook messed up once too often with leaked data that I gave up on it. I didn't really enjoy my time on there anyway. I'm a hermit. I prefer people who find me possibly by accident and stay with me, and for which I thank you all very much. And people who think, oh, he's the next big thing. Not that I'm ever likely to be the next big thing, unless you see me gut. Anyway, with that, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them on here. I read everyone, I acknowledge everyone, and I try and reply to each and every one. If I fail and you ask a question, I would just add, if you ask a question about Maypole or Riverview, ask that on PCSG. Just join us and ask the question there. Roy looks in regularly. Much as we put a ban order on him, he keeps turning up, and he will answer any query about the maps better than I can. Anyway, with that, it's Maven saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.